Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love the vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This can be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. Remember, tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. Today, we're time to the zodiac sign of Taurus. Sun, moon, or rising, any placement in your chart. The second house, okay, of possessions. That Venusian energy, okay. Very dependable, powerful, sometimes accused of being stubborn. The Taurus is not stubborn. The Taurus is who they want to be all day, every day. Okay. The first card that we have here, Taurus, for you is the King of Fire. Okay. It says inspirational, charismatic, and innovative. Inspirational, charismatic, and innovative. So, Taurus, you could be accused of being stubborn because you are innovative. Innovative. Okay, maybe your vibration could cause people to be stirred. Maybe it disturbs their mood. Well, Taurus, you just have to simply let them know, look, I am who I am. If you don't like it, oh well. I am a Taurus and I'm standing in my power. Okay, Taurus are very strong. You could have Leo placement somewhere in your chart, but there could be someone or feeling insulted or intimidated. I'm not going to say insulted, intimidated, Taurus, by your energy. You're very inspirational. You're very charismatic. You're very unique with the innovative energy here. You're very unique in your way of being, doing, and existing. You're very different, but you are a stickler, meaning once you have your mind made up, your mind is made up. And there's something about someone not liking that they can't change the Taurus. They can't make you waver in your decision. And it pees them off, okay? And so basically, it sounds like the Taurus is standing in their power. And I like it. I love this for you, Taurus. You're standing in your power, okay? With the King of Wands here, okay? You're standing in your power because you are a leader and you're very confident within yourself. So there is someone, Taurus, who feels very threatened or intimidated by you, you know. They don't like how grounded you are, you know, how confident you are. But there's nothing they can do about that but move on and go somewhere else because the Taurus is strong over here. The Taurus is standing in their power, okay, as you should, okay? And so this could be someone, a friend, an associate, okay? This could also be a family member as well. So put it where it resonates. But this person is very disturbed by your energy. This could be someone that wants you to do favors for them, Taurus, I'm picking up. There's someone who wants you to do favors for them. And they want to approach you, but they're afraid to approach you. And what I don't get is, what is there to be afraid of unless your intentions aren't pure? Your answer's on the other side of fear. So, and we know fear is false evidence appearing real. So, they are afraid, to approach you, but this person wants something from you. Taurus, you could live a life, a very abundant life. And you may say, you may say, I'm not this with Taurus. You live a very abundant life, okay? I'm not going to tell nobody that you got money unless they watch this video, okay? But Taurus, you live a good life, okay? And so you have people around you who feel like they are with the world card outside of your world. You're in this sphere here, and they feel that they're somewhere here in the void, and you're untouchable and you're not reachable. Now, this is not because the Taurus is arrogant. This is because the Taurus is innovative. You're very unique. You're very smart. You know how to get to the bag. Very confident and independent. So I'm also picking up that you have been this independent nature about you. This is something that you have been your entire life. You've never been a lazy person, okay? You know how to provide for yourself. You've always been a type to have your own and hold your own. But there's someone who doesn't like that you are independent and that you are standing in your power. Here we go again. Once again, Taurus, somebody's in the business of minding the Taurus business. They're pocket watching and they're counting, okay? They're counting with the King of Cups here. They're counting with the Taurus half here, okay? You have a lot of creativity about you. That's why you live a well-balanced life. You're very smart. You don't mind trying new things. Okay, you could be someone who invests in stock, invests in Bitcoin. You could be someone who's an investor, period. You could have different streams of income coming into your household, which is wonderful, and that's your business, and someone's pocket watching you. But I'm also picking up someone wants to ask you a favor. This could be a friend, this could be a family member, and they don't want to approach you. I don't know why. Maybe you have a bad rapport with this person in the past. Maybe there's been some kind of disagreement, some kind of exchange between you and this person. But they're in a position where, well, they feel, let me correct it, they feel, Taurus, that you are the only one who can help them out of this situation here. They're coming up as very determined with the Page of Pentacles. They've got their eyes set on you. Do you see him holding the pentacle here, male or female? But they got their eye because they're pocket watching. I know Taurus got it. Yeah, Taurus got 2 jobs. Taurus got this, got that. But you see, that's really none of their business, and that's the wrong energy. Like, if you need a favor and you're going to ask somebody for a favor, I say just simply ask them. You may be surprised. The Taurus might say yeah to you and shock you. Okay, but this person could need to borrow money, I'm picking up. May need a place to stay. Maybe they want you to co-sign for something. Maybe they found a place. But they want to ask you for a favor. I'm getting that for Taurus today. Yes. Yes, and this favor that they're asking for is something huge to them. So, with the Death card in the upright, this person could have Scorpio placement, excuse me, Taurus in their birth chart somewhere, or Sun, Moon, or Rising placement. But either way, they feel that this will put an end to their stress. They could be going through financial hardships, or this person could be searching for a place. I'm picking up someone needs a co-signer for an apartment, or either to borrow money. So they're feeling like, if they were to come to you and you was to say yes, that it would change their world and put them in their own bubble of peace of mind. So whether or not you choose to help them, Taurus, that is your business. Okay, Spirit is saying, if you say yes, you say yes. If you say no, you say no. But they're afraid to come to you. And I'm picking up that maybe this is someone whom you've had some kind of heated exchange with, maybe in the past. Okay, but this person is very curious. I feel like they feel like you are the last resort. Okay, maybe this place that they're looking at, maybe it's the last apartment, maybe it's in a particular location that they always want to live in, and they have the money, but all they need is a cosigner, something like that. Or they have the money, but maybe they're a couple hundred short, something like that. Okay. So it's up to you whether you say yes or no. I'm not picking up anything on whether you should say yes or no, but yes, with the 10 of Wands here, this person is very burdened and they're anxious and nervous because it looks like they've asked everyone and you're the last resort. So they better off just asking you so they can stop being nervous. You're the last resort, okay? With the Hangman, this person is also considering, as I said, you could have had a heated exchange with this person, and that's why they're nervous. This is some weird energy. They're nervous about approaching you for help after the last conversation that you and this person had. This could be a family member. It sounds like family, Taurus. Okay, so they're thinking about the last conversation, the sacrifice. Like, that conversation could make Taurus say no to me. I don't know. Should I ask them or not? Should I call them on the phone? Should I pull up to their house? Should I text them? So this person is sitting in reflection with all these should haves. I say get it over already. Just ask. This person could bite their nails or could be biting their nails as well. Okay. They are afraid of rejection, but it still lies in the air of whether you're going to say yes or no, because you may say yes. Depending on who it is, only Taurus, who you've had a spat with in your family. Only you know who's going through the situation. Maybe the argument wasn't so icky or bad or heated like that to you, in your opinion, because we all receive things in different ways. And so the next card we have here is the 8 of Cups here. Okay. So, it's better for them to go ahead and ask you so they can cut weigh their options and cut their losses or figure it out. Okay. And so someone else may come to you, Taurus, to speak to you, um, about this person, not to persuade you, but to just inform you. Someone's going to have a lot of courage to come to you and inform you of what's going on with this person. Maybe hoping that you pitch in and say, "Well, I can help them." Yeah. So it could be another family member or a friend of this person. So and so is going through hardship. They're looking for a place. They just need a cosigner or they just need a small loan. Okay. Okay, so someone could be coming to you. Okay, and so Spirit is saying, if you choose to help them, that's up to you. Okay, I'm not picking up on anything that's saying you shouldn't, or this is a karmic lesson for them. So, but as I said, whatever argument or disagreement you had, we all receive things differently. It may not have been that major to you. You may have forgiven them for this. Okay, so yes, you may have forgiven this person. Okay. And so the next card we have here, we have the Ace of Cups here. With the Ace of Cups here, this is joy. You possibly helping this person. Okay, the Taurus just may help this person because you do have an overflow of abundance and prosperity. Okay, Taurus. So you may help this person. I don't see it with co-signing though, but I see you possibly um, giving this person a financial gift. Maybe not all of what they're requesting, but you may come up with half, and you may let this family member know, hey, well, I don't have 1,000, but here's five, and tell them it's a gift. Okay, something like that. I see you doing something like that, but I don't see you co-signing, but I do see you contributing because of the, like I said, you're very abundant. Whoever you are, you have multiple streams of income, and that's your business. You're not entitled to save anyone, but I do see you offering some kind of assistance here, which is nice. Okay, which is beautiful, okay? Because they see you as the Empress, male or female, very abundant, nurturing, caring, okay? That's how the Empress is seen. Very nurturing, very caring. You are that go to person, could be in your friend group or in your family. You could have a lot of people who look up to you, Taurus. They respect you because you're very independent. And as I said at the beginning, you've been independent. This is how you were raised. And the way you carry yourself, these traits were instilled in you as a small child. Being independent, being resourceful, having your own, knowing how to save money, learning how to create extra streams of income, and just being wise with whatever is given to you or whatever is in front of you. You know how to prioritize, okay? You know how to do the adulting, okay? You know how to do the adulting experience, okay? All right, you could be in a relationship as well. We have the Emperor and the Empress out here. So, you as well as your partner, could be both of like minded energy since we have the Emperor and the Empress out here. Both very goal oriented and very driven and passionate when it comes to living a prosperous life. And when I say prosperous, we're not just talking about money, just having freedom. Being comfortable, being secure, being happy, even having a peaceful home. That's for somebody. Your home is like a peace haven, okay? So, as I said, there could be a lot of people who come to you when they feel that they are experiencing some kind of tower moment. And you could have a reputation of this. You may be saying while you watch this read, they're always coming my way. You could have a lot of family members and associates who rely on you, Taurus, for one reason or another. Okay. But I do see you assisting this person, and maybe possibly that will put them on their foot to getting whatever it is that they need, whether this is paying a debt or maybe paying for a place to stay. Maybe that will keep them out of that energy of that Five of Pentacles. Okay. Feeling left out in the cold or feeling they're at no end because they are thinking and feeling that the Taurus is the last resort. They know that the Taurus is always planting seeds that will harvest. You've always got it popping and non-stopping. Okay. So this concludes the read. I trust and hope it assists you for your highest good. Later.